Hello everyone. My presentation is on local support networks in the Youngstown area or near the Youngstown area. A quick overview about what I will be discussing today is the Midlothian Free Clinic, the Way Station, the Rescue Mission of Mahoning County, and the Catholic Charities Diocese of Youngstown. I chose these four corporations because I felt they would be very beneficial for dietitians to utilize in the future. A little bit about the Midlothian Free Clinic is it opened up in 2005, and it is part of the Charitable Healthcare Network. It's staffed by volunteer doctors, nurses, and administrative support staff, and provides free or charitable care for many individuals who are temporarily unemployed or unable to obtain employer-based health insurance. The clinic is open every second and fourth Thursday of every month. Their mission statement includes, "We believe everyone has a right to quality medical care provided by health professionals who treat patients with dignity, respect, and compassion. We believe patients are more than their disease. They are individuals with unique histories, values, and character. We believe that medical providers must be more than technicians. They must be healers of the mind, body, and spirit. To treat only the physical illness will not solve the problem in the long run. We believe that healing is a team effort, and physicians, medical and non-medical staff, and patients must all work together in order for healing to occur. We provide hope for the hurt, healing for the suffering, medications for the sick, and treatment for people who are ill." So this is just some of the board of directors that I included in my presentation. I did not see any dietitians or nutritionists on the board of directors, but I thought it was very interesting to note that a lot of their credentials were very impressive to me. For example, Rob Cooper has MD, MPH, MBA. And then also you see Heather Bard, RN, JD, MPH. So that was just something I picked up on while I was looking through the website. Some of the services they offer is interdisciplinary approach to care. So they have the dietitians, physical therapy, respiratory, nursing, and medical care. I know some of the students in the CPD this year were not able to go to the clinic, so I would definitely encourage future dietitians to participate if they have the time, because it's a very engaging environment. The nutrition resources that we provide are from our nutrition providers, Dr. Janine Mincher and Mrs. Lynn Seymour, and they partner with YSU College of Health and Human Services. The major part of the health clinic for us as dietitians or future dietitians was the food demos that we provide every clinic, and then also the medical nutrition therapy. So it's just a very unique experience and a great way to outreach to the community. So within my search, this is a nonprofit organization administered by a volunteer board composed of individuals who live and work in the target area of service. So next we're going to talk about the Way Station. I know Group 1 has gone to the Way Station. However, unfortunately, Group 2 and Group 3 were not able to visit for a tour of the facility. It was a very interesting experience, and I would encourage, if you have the opportunity to visit one day, it would be really nice. It began in 1988. They have two locations actually in Columbiana and East Liverpool, Ohio, and it's designed as a community resource for individuals and families in need. Their work includes food pantry, monthly food distribution, job training, 2 thrift store locations, support groups, and emergency assistance. Their mission statement includes delivering hope through love. The Way Station exists to display the love of Jesus Christ in practical ways to individuals, families, and communities. So next, I have a slide on their board of directors and the Way Station team. So Cheney is the executive director that Group 1 was able to meet. She was very sweet, very knowledgeable, and was so passionate about the work that she does at the Way Station. On this list, I also did not see a registered dietitian at this time. However, I think that there are probably some dietitians that do volunteer and outreach to this organization. So they have a long list of programs and services way beyond just having a thrift store. So I won't go into too much detail, and I provided it here so that you could reference if you ever wanted to go back and see some of the programs and services that they provide. So one is the thrift stores. They provide everyday necessities. They also provide income and job opportunities for those that are looking for job growth and job experience. So some of the donations that they will receive at the way station are furniture, tools, gently worn clothing, and household items. I guess I was very overwhelmed by how much support and outreach that they had at their disposal. They had a whole section for books. They had sections for just underwear and socks. They had diapers, hygienic products, crock pots. So it was a really cool experience to go and actually tour the facility. They also have a program called Pathways to Independence. This program is designed to help local families get back on their feet. This program includes regular classes, weekly mentoring for encouragement and feedback, and monthly team building opportunities. They also have an emergency assistance program, which I thought that was really interesting to see firsthand. It's it was it was in a separate room in the back of the facility, and they provide emergency assistance to help you back on your feet after a tragedy. So some of the kits that they provide were dishes, pots and pans, flatware, utensils, glasses, coffee pots, clothing, and microwave if available. So she also said that some of the products that they're providing to the families, like canned goods or black beans or lentils, families do not really know how to utilize these products. So Group 1 created a lot of handouts to place in the emergency kits so that families could utilize these resources and have a outlet for knowing what to buy at the grocery store or utilizing these food items. Another program is Jobs Ready, Set, Go. This program is a 6-week, 12-session course that helps participants become job ready. Another program is monthly food distribution. The food distribution happens every fourth Thursday. That helps those that are struggling to make ends meet or whose food stamps have run out. And then back to what I was saying about donating diapers. They also have a diaper distribution every month until they run out. And they have a partnership with Project MKC to make that happen. And lastly, they have a community garden for families to connect and grow produce and explore growing plants in healthy soil, inspire partnerships with organizations, and it allows individuals to learn how to garden. So some of the nutrition resources available at the site was new weekly recipes that they post on the wall. So the one week they highlighted baked potato. So cooking a potato in a microwave, because you have to think about all the families that may not have an oven or a crock pot accessible, or even stovetop. So getting creative with the limited resources that these families have goes a long way. Other ingredients or recipes included cooking carrots or vegetables in the microwave. And also, the way station would like to provide a children's program in the future. Their goal is to promote fresh fruits and vegetables, encourage children to try new foods, and allow children to have hands-on experience with food prep and food safety. I think this would be a great opportunity for the junior class of CPD to explore next year in the community rotation, because I think there's a lot of growth at this site. And lastly, the community garden. I think this would be a great opportunity for us and also the junior CPD class to get involved and volunteer for the community garden once May or June hits. And some of the benefits of the garden would be to develop and improve gardening skills, promotes sustainability and fresh produce, and connects individuals and families within the community. And also funding. So they are also a nonprofit organization. Donations and fundraising help to fund operational costs at their locations and provides future support for their programs. Last year alone, more than 22,000 items of clothing were given free or sold at reduced price to low-income families. And also, the community can help by donating new or gently used items that we already talked about in the previous slides. And the third organization that I chose was the Rescue Mission of Mahoning County. Unfortunately, we really didn't have time or resources to reach out to the rescue mission, just with the lack of time and also with the new pandemic hitting us. But this is definitely an interesting experience to maybe possibly incorporate into the junior class next year. The Christ Mission Settlement was founded in 1893 by W.J. Price. The ministry began as a learning center for adults and underprivileged children. In the mid-1900s, the mission grew and started feeding and housing thousands of homeless men and women every year. Currently, the shelter is located in Youngstown area to help individuals who need food, shelter, safety, and a second chance. So their purpose statement includes, by God's grace, the rescue mission of the Mahoning Valley exists to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ as we promote accountability and provide food and emergency shelter to men, women, and children experiencing hunger and homelessness. So some of the programs and services that they offer, each year they provide housing, food, counseling, and education to hundreds of individuals through their residential programs. So one of the programs was transitional. This program provides basic services such as food, shelter, clothing, overnight provisions, and limited casework. So just the basic needs of surviving and also having nourishment. Then they also offer a program called Workforce and Career Assistance. This program provides food and housing in our shelter as the client works to achieve their transition plan objectives. And then lastly, they have a discipleship academy. This program provides male and female clients with spiritual and academic resources to obtain the knowledge needed to successfully transition back into society and lead a Christ-centered life. And then also for nutrition resources, over the past 10 years, they have served over 1,300,000 meals to those in need. Each day, 3 full meals are served to their clients. Breakfast and dinner is served to the public. All are welcome, and there is no proof of income or ID that is required. And later, I will show you on the website how you can utilize these nutrition resources. Also, for funding, the rescue mission of the Mahoning Valley is 100% privately funded. They are entirely dependent upon the generous support of individuals, business, and foundations in Youngstown, the entire Mahoning Valley, and friends all over the country. They do not receive government or United Way funding. And the last program that we're going to talk about today is the Catholic Charities Diocese of Youngstown. The 6 counties which comprise the Diocese of Youngstown were separated from the Cleveland Diocese in 1943, and it was established by Bishop James McFadden. Early priorities for Catholic Charities included child welfare, emergency services, and family services. In 1999, the Diocese of Youngstown Catholic Charities Corporation was formed to strengthen the Catholic identity, structure, and mission of the social service and housing organizations. Their mission statement includes, Catholic Charities Diocese of Youngstown shares the mission held by Catholic Charities USA to provide service to people in need, to advocate for justice in social structures, and to call the entire church and other people of goodwill to do the same. So here are the board of directors. I also did not see any dietitians on this board. I did see some reverends. Other than that, that's what only notable things that I saw. And programs and services include emergency assistance, Amazon Smile, car donation programs, and dollar days. So the Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Youngstown consist of 3 social service agencies, and they have 10 locations. So when I give you a tour of the website, they show all 4 programs, and they highlight the importance and also how individuals and families can either provide support or how they can get help. And also on the website, I really did not see anything about nutrition resources that were available and funding. So online monetary donations and mail-in gifts are accepted. There are more than one way to engage with Catholic Charities. So like I said on the previous slide, you can become engaged by donating to Amazon Smile, car donations program, or Dollar Days. And how local social networks relate to dietetics and dietitians. Get involved to support community outreach programs and or activities in your community. Participate in community initiatives, maybe even encourage new initiatives in your community if you see there's an area of need for families and individuals. Support local individuals and families that are struggling and reach out, even reaching out emotionally or with your dietetics experience, and also by donating to these organizations. So next we're going to go on the websites, and I'm just going to show you briefly a little bit about each website, something that caught my eye or thought that was very interesting. So let me go on the websites now. And I'm going to go in order of the way I discussed them. So the first one is the Midlothian Free Clinic. In my references page, you can actually access all these links so that if you do have an interest or would like to learn more about these areas, you can. So first is Midlothian Free Clinic. Here's a little bit about where they're located, the clinic hours, and also what services they provide. Then if you click on the left, there's board and staff. So this is going to show you what I was talking about in my slides. Also, I want to mention Jim Benedict. He actually is one of the professors of the interdisciplinary course at YSU. He's very knowledgeable, very helpful. So if you ever want to reach out, he's very nice to talk to and is very resourceful. Here are some frequently asked questions. And then it also has a contact us where you can say your questions, suggestions, or concerns. But if you go back to our mission and history, it's actually going to show you the mission. And then when you go under locations, it'll show you some of the other counties, but there's also going to be a link to show you where the Midlothian Free Clinic is. So it takes you to this Facebook page on the internet, and it shows you some pictures. But then if you scroll to the left, you see the about, and it just has like some brief information. So how to get directions, what their phone number is, a little bit about how they opened in 2005, their mission, and then some further details. But what's nice about it too is if you don't want to call or email, they also have a messenger so that you can go on there and just ask frequently asked questions just through Facebook Messenger, which I thought was pretty neat and faster response possibly. Okay, and then the second website we're gonna go on is the Way Station. So here is the home page, but then if you click on the mission, you'll see their team and board of directors. So here we'll click on the board of directors. So here they have the mission, and then here are all the board of directors. Also, this is where you would donate and volunteer. And then under our work, that is where you will get further details about every program. I tried to highlight the main important points of each project, but it's really interesting to see how much they have to offer at the Way Station. So if you just click on all these links, you'll be able to access some more information about each program. And then the third organization, so this is the homepage of the rescue mission. So if you want to learn more about it, they show you a get to know us page, local stories, which I read some of them. They were really interesting on how a lot of individuals in the community actually went to the rescue mission for help and when they were in need, and now they're community resources and they're reaching out to other local families and individuals who also are struggling during this time in their life. So I think it's very powerful that these individuals are so passionate about how the rescue mission helped them and reaching out to other families. And then also it shows you a little bit about how to get involved and work at the mission. There's like a small application and resume that you submit, and then I don't know, you probably would just call the director or the HR, and then also how to get involved. So here are some ways to volunteer and give. And then those were the biggest things that I noticed on this website. So this is one of the local stories. My life was saved and forever changed at the rescue mission of Mahoning Valley. If it weren't for the love and compassion and, yes, accountability that I was shown there, I would be dead. This might not mean too much to some people, but I promise you it means everything to my beautiful wife and children. So I just thought that was very powerful. And then the last website is Catholic Charities. So here's a little bit about the board of directors. It shows their vision and mission statement. And then also it has all the locations they have. So this was pretty neat to see. It shows all of the counties that they are involved with, and starring I don't know if I think that's where the centers are located. And then also, if you go to give help, that is where all the different programs are, where you can get engaged. But this is what I thought was the most interesting, was when you scroll down and you see dollar days. So this provides help to individuals and families that find themselves in desperate situations that require the basic necessities for living. So if you go on view wish list, this was really neat. You can actually see the most needed items. So some of them, they just say request has no limit. But if you scroll down here, I'll show you. Under peanut butter, it says requested 10, still needed 9. So it looks like anyone can donate, and they're just commonly used and basic needs that families or individuals may need. So now I'm going to go back to my presentation and just show the references. So here are all the links to those 4 websites, technically 5, because the Ohio Midlothian Clinic had 2, the Facebook page and then the official website. So if you have any questions or want to learn more about these informations or about these organizations, feel free to access these links, and they're very helpful. Thank you. I hope you have a good day.